Skip the postcard. The Gulf of Thailand is gray and pissed. Monsoon chops slapping steel. On the horizon, a stealthy silhouette cuts the water. Named for a king, built to be a whisper, and loud as hell in the language that matters: power. Meet the Bhumibol Adulyadej-class frigate, Thailand's $500 million floating argument. Korean hull, Swedish brain, American teeth. A passport stamped with every pressure point in Asia. You can burn cash on prestige toys, or you can buy persuasion. Two game changers right up front. One, the Brawn, a Swedish 9LV combat system riding a secure national data link that fuses Gripen fighters, Erieye EAW, coastal radars, and the ship itself into one kill chain. One picture, many shooters. That's how a 3,700-ton hull throws heavyweight punches. Two, the Silhouette, a DSME DW3000F hull with stealth shaping and space reserved for vertical launch cells. Today, polite patrol. Tomorrow, porcupine. This isn't a ship flexing guns. It's a message flexing options to China, to the US, and to every neighbor watching the scope. We're going to show how intelligence beats budget, how signals outrun salvos, and how one frigate can make a map move. Buckle up, watch brains beat bronze.
Asia's littorals are crowded, shallow, and mean. Drones swarm, missiles hide in the coastline, radars stare from islands that may or may not be fishing villages. The cost of not getting sunk explodes. The threats got cheaper. Classic cost exchange humiliation, a $20,000 one-way drone versus a multi-million-dollar interceptor, killing a mosquito with a flamethrower during a fuel crisis. You can't defend your EEZ by lighting your budget on fire, one shot at a time. Medium navies fall into a trap. Option A, buy vanity. Carriers you can't screen, destroyers you can't afford to lose. Option B, buy leverage. Networks, sensors, and modular lethality that scale across domains. Thailand's problem is bigger than inventory. It's persuasion. You sit between two gravitational fields, US security architecture and Chinese economic pull. Pick a side, you're a pawn. Pick a strategy, you're a player. So the real question isn't how many missiles on board, it's what does your ship force others to do? Do they allocate escorts, turn on radars and reveal themselves, call you before they sail? That's influence without firing. Exactly the point. How do you make one frigate that loud?
You start with the brain, because brain beats bicep. Saab's 9LV combat system plus a national secure data link equal cooperative targeting. Gripen CD fighters see beyond the horizon. The Erieye EW&C sees the board. Coastal radars sniff the littorals. The frigate stitches it into one picture and decides who shoots, when, and why. Think of it like rideshare for lethality. The best placed shooter accepts the job. Sometimes it's a jet, sometimes it's the ship, sometimes it's a coastal battery that no one expected to be invited. No ego, no Hollywood hero shot, just math. Simplicity. Fewer duplicate sensors, more shared truth. Cost. One set of exquisite eyes beats 10 sets of mediocre guns. Impact. Find, fix, track, target, engage, assess. Done by the team, not the nearest platform. And here's the dirty little secret of modern naval war. Econ and networks let you stay quiet, let your friends talk, and still pull the trigger. The ship doesn't have to shout with big radars if the network whispers the answers in its ear. That's how a mid-tier frigate becomes a force multiplier instead of a budget anchor. Cheat code unlocked.
Now the tuxedo that hides the knife. DSME's DW3000F hull is slick, angled, and rude to radar. Loadout: 76mm main gun, anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, a Seahawk on deck. And the kicker: reserved volume and weight for VLS when the politics and wallet align. Today's handshake, tomorrow's uppercut. And the irony? Thailand learned in public that not all promises at the shipyard survive politics. Earlier Chinese-built frigates needed Western brain transplants to be truly useful. Then came the submarine saga, a Chinese S-26T deal snarled by engine availability drama. German MTUs off the table, local substitutes debated, calendars bleeding. Everyone took notes. So the flagship play is deliberate. Korean hull for quality and timelines, Swedish combat system for brains, Western weapons for bite, open architecture for upgrades. Buying from everywhere is the point. It signals sovereign options. To Beijing, we'll take what works, not what you insist. To Washington, we can plug in, but we don't need a minder. To the neighborhood, we're not big, but we're connected, and connections win. This isn't just defense. It's revenge on the idea that small states must pick a master. The ship sails like a gentleman and carries receipts. Try me.
Every port call is a speech. Every exercise is a press release. Show up in Singapore, Vietnam, or the Malacca approaches, and you say, we're steady. We're watching. We're part of the timing. That's deterrence by calendar. And it drives planners insane. Great powers adore their bedtime stories. Unbeatable fleets, inevitable dominance. Reality is pettier. An integrated frigate with networked eyes ruins propaganda in slow motion. If a mid-tier navy can queue fighters, share tracks, and threaten shipping lanes at standoff ranges, then invincible becomes negotiable. Domestically, a flagship named for King Bhumibol signals continuity, competence, and a navy that learns. Regionally, presence in multilateral drills, Cobra Gold on the calendar, ASEAN frameworks, small but smart task groups, advertises reliability. Strategically, the price of ignoring Thailand goes up, the cost of leaning too hard on Thailand goes up faster. This is persuasion warfare. You don't need a carrier to change calculations. You need to make the other guy doubt his spreadsheets. Each quiet success, an integration demo here, an unexpected tracking there, chips away at the myth of single-sphere dominance. Superpowers hate that math.
Here's your contrast: muscle versus mind, budget versus creativity. Burn cash on status toys, or wire a smart frigate into fighters and radars, leave room for VLS, and keep rivals guessing. Your move in the comments. Second Bhumibol class now, or roll the dice on a submarine later. VLS first, or double down on offboard sensors and drones. Hedge with mixed suppliers, or bet on one patron and hope. Hit like. Don't vanish like that politician when the questions get tough. Subscribe, skip the Notes app apology later. Share this with the friend who still thinks bigger ship equals bigger brain. We break that myth weekly. This is Military Forces Unleashed, where we celebrate tactical intelligence, expose strategic bullshit, and make the map blink. See you on the next run.